foot to it and get this game going. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Utah Utes offense as they take control of the football first. This series always seems to come right down to the final few plays, and last time they made it was Utah pulling.
Utah made the plays when they needed to win a big rivalry game. Jesse, they executed better than BYU.
That's a good way to put it, David, because Utah's a program that every year they focus on the small details, and when the game was on the line, that's when they executed best.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throwing Raiola. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he shows you the athleticism, and he shows you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense will now get its first chance with the football. Here's a guy who grew up in football, son of a coach, Kalen Chudzinski. We got a duel in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. He's past the sticks. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Looking left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked up. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is...
And he's in! Touchdown, Utes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement there.
Oh, he's got some space. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. BYU with the 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Riley. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it in his belly. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. We'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Play action with Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Reynolds. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Here's Raiola to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The play fake. Raiola throws to the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, baseman, defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Casper. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Right side, it's Casper. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here's Raiola to throw. Dumps it to the back. Left side is Parker. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And I like like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense, knowing what they're in, and getting the ball to your playmaker, and he delivers for him.
Got a little space. Press the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola.
Fuck. What is that?
Trying to take it back. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to...
Should just fucking threw it immediately.
His tremendous field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are...
Touchdown Cougars. Made the grab and then
nice speed burst. Never fucking happens.
Points on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has a back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10, hoping to put together a productive drive. Play action, Dylan Raiola looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out. Prove it day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. Out wide, it's Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Parker.
What is the? I'm in front of you. You push me in the fucking back? The small of my back. That's where you touch me?
Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Raiola. They're all over it. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. And he gets it away.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll move the tight end. Fourth down, Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the counter. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing this. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Motion from the back. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rush right in his face. And they got it. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
I'm really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal attack. For the half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Play action with Raiola. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those, and see if this defense can get back on track.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
We're checking in with the BYU head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact
with the draw. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing.
The play fake. Raiola throws for the tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
On play action. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Utah. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for a touchdown. What kind of field position? And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
Red offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Quick give. It's Parker. Got some room head to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the
That
ground
guy's
as the
dead.
offense comes out to start the next drive. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to...
2.
Calls his own number. There he goes. He's at the 50. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown,
Fucking terrible.
Cougars. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6 receiver. They'll start on the ground.
Dude, that's not a fucking animation. He's fucking way past that fucking dude. Get out of here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Parker again. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Turns into the pile. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Pass to 6. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Hard running there. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here's again to Parker.
Ooh,
He'll be brought down
like that.
quickly after
Fuck.
a very short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Throwing Raiola. Right side, it's Odo. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I think go through your progressions real quick. If you can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff for Parker. Really good
The
running.
animations are terrible. He's gone.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Wayshawn one more time. All over him immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete.
I'm the fucking home team, you piece of shit.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal. This one a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
And so So many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at point of attack and rallying the football.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Riley. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Moving the pocket, it's Buckmeyer. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the catch. It's over. Oh, he got loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 crash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Out wide left, it's Reynolds. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Tight end now in motion. Parker again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love when you understand understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Second down to the air. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Buckmeyer. Rushes on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Utes sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Oh, the ball popped out. That's
Stop it.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there probably...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'll take that back.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Tries to do it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Running inside, it's Parker. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock is down to 4. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Raiola. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get it to...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the BYU sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might...
Makes a grab and room to run. At the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Utes. Getting set for the point after. And that
Wesley, that's the guy that I got from you, the tight end that I took from you.
17-point lead in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Timeout. single second left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Here's Parker. And he takes it in on the final play of the game.
And stat pad you in the face.
Echoed the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.